So comfortable. Comfortable. Now you're focusing. You're focusing. Good morning, world. To most people, like, oh yeah. Let's see if she comes. She's over here behind me, laying on the floor, curled up. It's cold. We're all freaking freezing. Here. Don't mind my. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's a hot mess. You put it in the vortex. Freezing. Telling you. It's time to prepare the environment. Always getting my Thrive on. Thrive Elite. It's my last week of Elite. I'm going back to Classic on Friday. Well, Saturday, actually. Let me get Abraham Hicks paused. This is what we really want to say. There she goes eating now. All right, guys. Happy Tuesday, April 11th. I got to mark my days off. I have a short week this week because I'm off Friday. I have a couple appointments early in the morning. I'm freezing, man. Oh. And hopefully going to get out on the kayak and the paddleboard Friday afternoon. That's the plan. You got to see what the weather's going to do. So I'm excited about that. I definitely need that. If you live around here or don't live around here and know of the Weeki-Wachee River, that's where we're going. I've never been on the Weeki-Wachee River with a kayaker because I have a boat. And my boat's actually too big to go on the river. So I'm excited about getting out there and kayaking on the Weeki-Wachee River. It's so awesome. So we'll see what the weather does, though. I mean, we're going to get, as long as it's not a washout, we're going to go. And if we get rained out, well, so be it. It's not too far from where we are. So it's not anything to just, get back in the Jeep and load up and shoot back home, which is one of the things that I like. I'm just going to set myself this 7-minute timer because, well, we basically got 7 minutes left. I thought I had an 8-minute left because we do have 8 minutes currently, but it is ticking down. So let me take a drink. Got to get my body right. Got to get my brain fog cleared. I don't know why I turn away. My vision board's over there. And so I really should be looking at that, but I don't want to drink it. I don't know. Let me just stop now. All right, guys. Let's see what I got to learn today for April 11th. Self-compassion first. Compassion is the most generous gift you can give yourself. Show yourself the same mercy, sympathy, and kindness that you bestow upon others. It's difficult to show compassion towards others if you don't show it to yourself first. Start with you, then allow it to spread outward. It will, I promise. I love this. I love this on all levels. Something that I would tell my kids, I tell anyone, but I told my kids a lot. One in particular, I would tell them, you really can't love anyone else until you love yourself. If you don't know how to love yourself, then how do you know how to love someone else? I don't know, that just seems so, I want to say profound, but also common sense, how can, just answer that for me. Let me know. What do you think? How can you love someone else if you can't love yourself? To me, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. And it does, this is one of the reasons why, I like how it says, start with you and then allow it to spread outward. It will, I promise. I can promise this too. This is one of the reasons why I took my I Am a World Changer down. I wonder if I can find it real quick because I just had it not too long ago. And I was like, I was looking for this on one of my lives. But At least I was done reading that. Oh. Is it here? Is it here? Anyway, it's not a Post-it, but it's about the size of a Post-it. It says, I am a world changer on it. And I had it on my vision board for the longest time because I wanted to change the world. And then it got so overwhelming thinking about all the things that needed to be changed in the world. And I'm like, wow, man, how do we do that? Well, so then I started looking at myself and I'm like, well, what can I do to make myself happier? Because that's what I can focus on right now. And then it just hit me one day and I was like, well, this is exactly how I changed the world. I'm kind of sad that it's not right here because I thought I laid it right here when I found it because I was like, oh, I need to show this on my live. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, and it's rippled out. My husband is doing a ton better. And there are people that have reached out to me that, have said, hey, thanks, you're helping me. Maybe in not so many words, but, so it does ripple out. And that's how you make a difference. I got like 4 minutes left, which seems like a lot and not a lot all at the same time. Right? No, you can't let them. You can't. Accepting the love, it's like accepting a compliment. Good morning, Rodney, by the way. Like, I still have trouble accepting compliments. I'm much better at it now than before because I understand. Oh, we're definitely going with this. It all starts with you. I mean, everything. There is nothing out there that doesn't begin with you diving in and learning about yourself and how to love yourself and all that kind of stuff. It's so many layers start peeling away or that I'm looking at when I think about that. And I think about I started to think about how we're kind to others. And then I started thinking about, well, are we really? Some, but when in that kindness to others, we got to be that to ourselves. You cannot pour from an empty cup, all this stuff, right? All right, let me stop. Got a couple minutes. The law of attraction, and I believe this to be true just from the title here, says master the needs of your body. Yeah. Oh my goodness. My eye doctor's appointment is Friday and I cannot wait. Oh my goodness. It is so past time. If you want to get healthy and stay that way, start with healthy thoughts. Okay, so I'm going to probably butcher this. It's a name. Paramahansa Yogananda, founder of the Self-Realization Fellowship, wrote in The Divine Romance that sickness and health are both dreams of the mind. Cultivate. Dr. Joe Dispenza can back this up with medical proof. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up. Cultivate joy, tranquility, optimism, and a sense of wonder. Laugh a lot, since laughing has been proven to reduce. Look. See, again, oh gosh, this gets my brain just swirling. Laugh a lot, since laughing has been proven to produce health benefits. Become childlike in your view of life, nature, and wonders that already exist around you. Minimize the amount of pessimism, doubt, and worry you allow yourself to experience. Do not be enslaved by the whims, desires, and demands of the body. Take care of it, but be its master. I've read this book. This is like the 4th year, I think I've read this book, which is why I started marking it up when we started reading it so I could keep track of, especially since we're jumping around. And it's about time for a new one, a new law of attraction. But I don't remember this. I don't really remember reading this one. It's so true. Look at that. Like, I can't. I lost, look, I can't even, I don't know what to say because, oh, look, I'm trying to make it the 20-something of the month already. I can't even think. I can't even think because I always say that I'm doing this for a lot of reasons. A big primary reason is in hopes that it changes someone's life. In hopes that someone says, oh, I can do that and go and do that. And then that leads them to other things that then makes them happier people, right? Exercise is, I'm going to say one of those things that, I always say that here, you don't have to take my tools, but hopefully they will lead you to your own tools. Well, exercise is one of those things that, hey, you fucking need to do. Okay? Like, it's a tool that you need to take from me and others, and put it in place. Whatever that looks like for you starting out, if that's a 10-minute walk down the road every day or every other day, consistency is key. So try to do it weekly, even if you do it once a week. Start then. It works. For example, I started, last weekend was my first full weekend. The Saturday before that, or the Sunday before that, was my first time starting getting my dogs out on a walk in the morning. Every weekend, every Saturday, every Sunday on a walk, out in nature somewhere. One of the parks close by. Cruise Lake is where I'm at right now. I mean, not right now, but right? Once this little bit of time that I spend with them is going to do so much and will then develop into other times. This is the free time that I have because during the week it's super busy, but it matters. My point is that it matters. But exercise does more than just get you in shape. It does things for depression. It increases, it does things, cortisol, it reduces or increases it. I don't have all the information about cortisol yet. But it's one of those things that it helps to regulate dopamine, serotonin, all of those things. I'm telling you, as much as I begrudge some days, this morning was one of those days, getting up and all I wanted to fucking do was lay in the bed. That's all I wanted to do. And I couldn't understand why I just wanted to lay in the bed and sleep. But then come on the weekend, when I have the time to do that, I'm like, oh, I'm awake. What's going on here? I like working out because I know once I get there and I work out, I feel better. Even if like today, I didn't do a whole lot. And the last 15 to 20 minutes, I sat in a chair because that's just how I was feeling. I did work out some, and I feel better. I felt better. I got home, I washed up, I felt better. I never feel worse coming out of the gym, working out. So it's one of those things that put in place. Find what works for you and put in place and stick with it. And don't come back to me in a month. Actually, come back to me in a month, because if you do it weekly, you're going to notice a difference, and then that just compounds and you start building on that. So that's my soapbox for today. I'm going to go do my I ams and my gratitudes. Thanks for hanging out and listening to me. I'm behind getting them on my YouTube. Some of them are on my YouTube, but I'm about probably a week or two behind on that. So I need to get that done. Otherwise, you can check them out on my YouTube as well. And again, I'm going to go do my I ams and my gratitudes. I encourage you to do the same thing. At the very least, take 5 minutes. Find 5 things that you're grateful for that happened in the last 24 hours. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? I would love to know. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. I am grateful for so many things. I am so grateful that my husband keeps me. If it wasn't for him this morning, I wouldn't have got up and went to the gym, because I knew he was up and getting ready, going to the gym. Especially with his new birthday shoes. I got my ass up to go. And I'm grateful for that, because there's really no reason for me to have stayed. I need to get up and I go. I love going. I feel better afterwards. It's just that initial discipline over motivation. So I'm grateful that I have him to give a little push when needed. All right, guys, go have a great Tuesday. I will see you all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. And as always, peace and love.